put a poll up. Struggles this year so far. That was awesome. This will be interesting. It is always interesting when I put a poll up. Good morning, guys. Welcome to my chest today. It's hard getting up this morning, as usual. In the middle of the night, well, it was like 4:30 or something. I heard my 6-year-old go, "Mommy." Well, I never heard. My subconscious heard, and I got a rush of cortisol, and I went through straight away. And she was asleep. She'd done it in her sleep. But I never heard that. That was my subconscious. That just flooded my system like automatically. You know, if you'd have done that before she was born, because of these structural changes that my brain hadn't gone through, I'd have been dead to the world. It's just fascinating. I'm just going to post my link. Oops. How are we doing, guys? Don't forget to vote on the poll. So links in my bio. Today I'm going to post a link to, let's go to my website. Oops. Oh, Scott said my website was down. Oops, needs fix over. Could do my podcast, let's do my app. Forgot about my website being down. What a ninny. The only time I wanted to post it. Websites are kind of pointless these days, aren't they? Morning, guys. Okay, fat loss program. Paste. I'll pin that. Changing habits, someone's voted. Changing habits, habit forming. Good morning. Is a good goal to have. And if you don't look at changing habits, you'll never be able to like sustain fat loss long term. I'll give you some tips. Let me move you a bit closer on the building habits. So habits are formed through repetitive action, routine. So if you keep doing the same thing at the same time, it starts to become not automatic. It'll always have effort, but it will become a bit easier in the fact that there's less thought behind it. Like, where am I going to exercise? How am I going to get my protein? How am I going to get my steps in? Oops. Right, flies. Look at changing the habit that's going to have the biggest reward for the less effort. For example, stopping drinking alcohol, so you can make a good change in fat loss. 5 kilograms. Instead of taking a full hour for lunch, take 30 minutes eating, and then walk after another 30 minutes to get them steps up. Right, skull crushers, 8. I'm trying to beat 16. That's a lot. I'm going to do a few warm-up presses first. Be a bit crazy just to go in there, wouldn't it? Nearly did then. Our children are still asleep. Morning, guys. Welcome to my life. Answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain, rehab, lifestyle change. But think of building habits as and like discipline and motivation, etc. It's like a gear on a bike. Sorry, not so much motivation. So gear on a bike. So action creates motivation. So just going out and getting a few steps in, or just going to the gym, doing a few bicep curls. You'll always regret the session you didn't do. You'll never regret just going to the gym for a couple of sets of something. And see it as a challenge when you start doing something that you don't want to do. That's when you've cracked it. And that's when the change happens. Thanks for voting on the poll. Morning, guys. So I'm trying to beat 16. So these go away now. For now, anyway. One of my glutes are sore from yesterday's session. Right, 16, 16, 14. This workout's starting to get really hard, by the way. 16. So shoulders down, back flat, midline of the chest. 3. Keep pushing them shoulders down. They'll want to come up. 4. Just take your time. 5. Good chest opener, this for posture. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. Twelve. Every single one of these has felt hard. 13. 14. 16. Let's get one more for a PB. 17. Not gonna lie, I didn't enjoy that. 17. I need to get 16 skull crushers. So this is 5 kilograms each side, effectively. That's what I mark it as. 2 with shoulders down. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. These are tough. 8. Struggling. 9. 10. Another 6. 11. 12. 13. 14. Weakest body part then. 16. 16. 17. 16 reps. 14 kilograms. 14 reps, I mean. 2. Morning, guys. 3. 4. 5. 6. And I just feel weak this morning. 7. 8. 9. 10. 12. 15. 14. Oh. Morning, guys. Welcome to my live. I'm answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain, and rehab. Rest. I'm going to do that again. How are you doing? Open fitness trainer here. Don't forget to vote on your poll if you have any big goals this year and you don't want to keep going around in circles, not achieving them. I'll put another log on that fire. Like and subscribe if you want in fitness, motivation and education. Oh, I need more fire logs today. It's going to be snowing here soon. I'll make it happen. Oh, right. So we might feel like we've got our energy back to do another set, but if we hit straight in, we'll get PBs. Oh, we'll be able to get the reps because our muscles are still getting the ATP back, the adenosine triphosphate, which is the energy used for the anaerobic energy used to build muscle. So just about a minute and a half, right, is what's needed. So I need 15 reps, 15, 14. And if you're not tracking your workouts, and you're just like going for feel set, so I think I did this last week, then you will plateau, you are wasting time. Make sure you're writing down what workout you've got. Good morning. Thanks, Mitch. Mitch, you can't rely on motivation. What's that in my hair? I've just put a log on the fire and ash has gone on my hair. Can't rely on motivation, Mitch. I'm not motivated this morning. But you don't need to be motivated. I'm trying to get 15 reps here. A lot smoother this time around now my muscles are warmer. 3, 4. I've got Zoom clients this morning because they're in Dubai. 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 2 more. 14. 15. That was hard. Yeah, everybody, like I get that a lot. I wish I had the motivation. When you realise that motivation isn't something you can rely on, and it's routine and habit, and getting it done when you don't want to, the challenge, like a good one. 2, like this is 3, and I'm gonna feel great after it. 4, and I've worked towards my goals again. 6, 7, I didn't want to. 8, oh, it's still in bed this morning. 10, 11, 5:30, my alarm went off. 13, 14, 15, 16, again, they're a lot smoother. PB there. So 15 reps, 16 reps, crazy, and 14 tricep dips. I hate these. But why do I hate them? Because they're so hard. 2, 3, a lot smoother now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bump to floor if you can. 9. Shake off. Back into it. 10, 11. There's only set 2. 14. Oh. You've got to get it done regardless. You don't go to work only when you want to, do you? You go to work, you find a way to get to work even though when you don't want to and you don't care about the money. Obviously, the reward for going to work is you don't get repercussions from your work, losing your job, and you get paid. Or the incentive, the instant gratification, the incentive to exercise would be you get into your to-do list, you help manage stress, you feel great after, you've got more energy, you're building muscle, you look after your body, but mentally you're able to have better concentration as well. It sets a tone for the day if you do it in the morning, and you make better choices throughout the rest of the day as well. Studies show this isn't my opinion. Morning guys, welcome. Don't forget to vote on the poll if you're dropping in. I'd appreciate that. I'm going to do one more set of that. Any more poll votes? 2 habits. I'm glad people are getting more into habits now. Because, and the reason, like, I wanted to differentiate between the 2, fat loss quickly, which is unsustainable, and you've got to sacrifice a lot, it's got to become your life, versus fat loss sustainably. And fat loss sustainably looks more like compromises. Oh, I could go out drinking again this weekend, but I did do it last weekend, so instead I'm gonna have a big activity day, like swapping, not having it all. You can't have it all. You've got to parent yourself. You can't have the body of your dreams and go out drinking every weekend and socialising like in an unhealthy manner. And what I will say is those that have got friends, family who are forcing you out to the pub every weekend, change your friends. If it's not, who do you want to be? Because you can't just have the best body and not act like that person. It's like when people look at a millionaire, oh, I wish I had all that money, I wish I was successful. The reason they're a millionaire is because they don't spend the money on shit, and they live quite, they're more thrifty, they respect every penny that they've got. So you've kind of got to live, you've got to live like that person. If you want to be rich, you've got to live like the rich in terms of how they look at money and finance. And if you want to have the best body and build muscle, etc., you've got to live while you've got to do the action when you don't want to, and that's the trick. And how do we do that? 15, 14, 15. And how do we do that? By breaking it down, making exercise, like the action of it, as easy as possible. So I have my equipment laid out all the time. I used to put it away once I'd done my training, but now obviously I don't need to. We used to annoy me when it was out. Last set of these, thankfully. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Abs feel tight. 7. I need to stretch them off. 8, 9. Shaking now. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's push for a PB. 15. So to build muscle, you need to be at failure or a couple of reps off it. Damn it, that wasn't a PB. It's 14 reps skull crushes. 1. Elbows tucked in, shoulders down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. I think today I'll do either a podcast or go live talking about habit forming. 15 tricep dips, man. I don't want to do these. Let's do it. Last set. In this set anyway. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. Shake off. 10, 11, 12, 14, 15. Wow. 15 reps. And now I've got that confidence to know, I don't actually need no motivation to train. I can actually I'll get into it as I go. Starting's the most important thing. Just doing anything. Once you've built that confidence that you don't need to have motivation, then that'll keep you going as well. Stop being like everybody else and stopping when you don't see results. That's the delayed gratification I was talking about. Hi Andrew, how are you? Good morning. Hi Palette, how are you? Thank you. I was just talking about motivation there and habit forming, and I think I might do a talk on it or a podcast. Podcast links in my bio, by the way, guys. If you keep stopping and starting and you don't know why, it's pissing you off. So training chest today, just resting after 3 sets. It's quite minging. Thank you. 9. So if you're trying to build muscles do love volume. If you are intermediate and advanced, If you are a newbie to strength training, progressive overload, you just have to look at a weight and you build muscle. Right, bench press with the 14 kilograms. I've been getting 11 reps last time. So we're going to try and beat that. Morning guys, welcome to my live. I'm answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain, rehab. Don't forget to vote on the poll if you're dropping in. So someone said about building muscle. Yeah, to build muscle, make sure you're tracking your workouts so you know how many. Don't go in for feeler sets, you're wasting time. Be specific with what you're lifting. Don't go backwards. Try and beat your reps. Always increase your reps first, it's safer. Make sure you get your protein as well and sleep. Those are the 3 things that you need to build muscle. Obviously, like the hormones and stuff, but that's all okay as long as you get sleep. Then we're doing overhead tricep extension with an 8 kilograms. You know what? I used to hate this exercise. You know what it's great for? Overhead tricep extension is great for posture, especially for mums. Keep your elbows tucked in and make sure when your arms are over your head, we've got a tendency to push our hips forward. So just posterior tilt and feel the stretch in your upper back if you're tight. That's what I've been using it for. Then we're going for tricep kickback with the 4s. Let's get it started. So this used to be a superset, but to make it harder, I added more triceps. Might make it harder. It takes a long time to build muscle as well, unless you're a newbie. So you've got to have patience and concentrate on enjoying your sessions and stuff. Right, I need to get the same as 11 reps or get more rounds, more than. 1, 2, 5. These feel heavy today. 6, 7, 8. Using big breath. 9. It's going to be up failure, isn't it? 10. Hey baby. 11. Morning. I need to get one more. Beep beep. No. That was definitely up failure. Morning baby. I would have been able to get more than 12 there. Are you okay? PB. Tricep extension. 9 or more. Okay, so posterior tilt the pelvis. 1, 2, 3, 4. Elbows stay tucked in. 5, 6. These are hard, man. 7, 8, 9. Struggle to maintain that. 9. And then 12. Tricep extension. So tricep has got 3 heads in it, 3 muscles and tricep. So it likes lots of different exercises and volume. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, I'd have stopped me before then if I hadn't have written it down. 1, 3, 4, 6, 8. Stronger arm. 11, 12. And the reason why I'm going fast there is to use a little bit of a plyometric contraction. Turn the muscles. Rest, we'll do that again. Good morning, guys. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the subscribes. Subscribe to this channel if you're in health and fitness advice, motivation, education. I'm a health and fitness trainer. My name's Leanne, 12 years experience. Pilates and yoga teacher as well. Let's have a look at the poll. So out of the 4 votes so far, 3 have said about changing habits. This takes time, and part of the behaviour of change, as you work through a cycle, is termination. But the point is, like when you do fail, you get back on it. You reflect, why did that happen, and you try and do something different. Thanks, Pellet. I'm gonna pin that comment if I can. Thank you. I think that's the first comment I've ever pinned actually, because I didn't know how to do that. Morning, Carmo. I'm doing good. How are you? Just getting through a hellish chess session. See, I was enjoying chess until I started to get really a lot better at it, and now my sessions becoming a lot more challenging. But my shoulders, I'm getting pleased with my shoulders. I'm training my shoulders during shoulders. I've got like an additional session for shoulders now that targets the whole shoulder girdle. Shoulders, back, and chest. I get some hitting them 3 times a week, so I'm quite pleased with where it's going. Yeah. Is it best on what is it? Oh, go on then. That's fine. Okay, so this little one lost another tooth, didn't you? Yesterday, she came home with her tooth in a little envelope. She says, "Mummy, don't lose the tooth, okay?" So she gets it out when we get home. The teacher picked it up off the floor, didn't she? And it wasn't her tooth. It was a little white stone she'd brought home. You want to try and find your tooth today?
No. I think I actually know where it is.
Where?
So
Sounds like Peppa Pig, doesn't it?
it's not like in my bag. And then, like the snack.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to put it in the bin.
Oh, no. Tooth Fairy won't bring you any money. That's 2 you've, like, the other one she swallowed. She's lost 2 teeth. Coach, was my form kind of off in the videos I sent? So, what I was saying about lateral raises are great, right? And why do we do them? We do them to target the medial delt, right? Mostly. Isolate. Now, the problem with, if you go too heavy, now you can really go next to a bench, when you've got the bench there, and isolate it even more, make it even harder. The problem with going too heavy, very heavy with lateral raises, you don't end up just isolating the medial delt anymore. You start using the upper trap and using your back. So though it is real, like it looked more like an upright row that you were doing, from my memory, what I was looking at. Which the weight that you were lifting for an upright row is still impressive, but it just wasn't a lateral raise. So lateral raise is very strict. You just go into shoulder height. Any higher, you start engaging your trap and your trapezius muscle. This is your upper trap, obviously. Trapezius muscle goes all the way up and under the occipital bone here. So if you get really tight, it can cause headaches. That's why I'm a little bit. So I drop the weight right down, toddler's awake. Good morning. Even like an 8 to see if you can get your elbows up without you moving any of your body so it's isolated. Here's my other one. There's kids everywhere. Hello. Crazy hair.
Hello, crazy hair.
Demi's awake.
Always up.
Demi's up, yeah. Demi's up. Demi's exercising.
Mommy said that.
He's saying hiya.
Mommy, bedtime.
It's not bedtime. It's time to wake up and go to school and nursery.
No, I want Daddy.
Daddy's working, baby. Kiki's at school. We want to get ready for another set in a second. Do you want the deer? I'm going to do another set. Let's get this iPad first. There you go, baby. Ooh, naughty mummy.
Mom.
You want more milk? Pardon? Let me turn. You're putting the iPad on yourself. Cover girl. Let's get some milk. Then we should be able to get a PB with the rest that I've had. You can have up to 3 minutes recovery. Obviously, it's been a bit more than me. Shouldn't really go longer than 3 minutes, but such is life. Otherwise, then you've just stopped your work. Can't really count this as a PB. I'll just match my reps. There you go, baby. Shake, shake, shake. Right. Yeah. You mean you've put it in your basket? Right, let's go. No, because you've got to pay for it if you order it. You just put it in the basket. Bench press 10 reps. So someone's voted there, fat loss quickly they're wanting to achieve. I'm assuming for an event. Just know if you're trying to, let me get this set done. 2, that was like half a rep, 3, 4, 5, 6, shaking, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, thanks to the extra rest. I'm just going to mark it down as match reps. Okay, so if you're wanting to achieve fat loss quickly, then there's a lot of sacrifice needed. It kind of has to become a big part of your life. 3, get lots of steps in. You get lots of protein, get lots of fibre. 6, 7, to stop overeating. Do some form of cardio. On top of that. So you see what I'm saying, like you need to. I was going to do this single, wasn't I? Oh. Tricep extension, trying to get 12. I'm getting confused looking at the other set. My shoulders pretty sore after that day. My traps didn't feel trained at all, so I'm assuming the right muscles are being targeted. You don't have to ache in order to build muscle. I see what you're saying though. You just do you. It's not my opinion. I'm coming at you with science. 6, 7, how the muscles work. 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. See, a lot of people like, I don't like my answer. Like with fat loss, and like someone said to me once, this calorie deficit theory you've got, it's not working for me. Like, it's not a theory, it's been proven many, many times. Obviously, it's not just about calories. It's about quality of food as well, if you want to make it as easy as possible to be in a calorie deficit. But yeah, that is a good indicator that. But your traps might be that trained now, they just don't feel it anymore, they're just stabilising and they're being used, but because these muscles are stronger than these muscles, so they're probably still assisting, I'm thinking. Still assisting in the movement, not getting DOMs from it, not feeling it the next day because they're so trained. How developed is your upper traps, Carmel? Yes, baby. You okay? Moving on to a different set now. Oh no, the button's not matching up. Silly mummy. Put that bottom lip away. She's so cute. That's a really good question now. Overhead tricep extension with 2 4s into tricep dips. Ugh, this is minging. But I can put the 14s away now. Obviously, Leanne last night when she was writing this workout and adjusting it, she wanted to hit her triceps quite a bit. I don't need the 10s anymore, or the 8s. I do lateral raises at the end of this set just to stimulate. Okay, baby. If I try to straighten my arms, up my arms more, I feel the weight in my elbows. No, you should always have a small bend on the elbows when you're doing lateral raises. You don't ever want to work the joint, you want to work the muscle and the tendons near the joint. Okay, sorry, did I have a towel? Okay, whatever. Traps are definitely developed. Yeah, so and the traps are very, very strong, especially the upper. Mine are overdeveloped. So much so when I'm doing pull-ups, it's very hard for me to do pull-ups correctly now. So I pull up the bar instead of chest to bar. That feels alien to me, so I'm having to fix all of that. Which some guys want massive upper traps, don't they? So I mean, whereas women and I don't, because I know it can cause headaches. But if that's what you want, as long as you're stretching them off, like with your neck and things. Whoa, that was. We'll have to put these together. 2, that's better. 3, 4, 5, 6. Enjoying this on my lats. 7. Did you do much of this, Carmuk? 8, 9. Oh, I did enjoy that. 9. And the upper back posture. Tricep dips. 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Rest. Then we'll do that superset again. I've got full push-ups on. I'm full push-ups. Been struggling. Thanks, Carmuk. That was. Can't believe I was pregnant then. I didn't even know it. Yeah, it's quite. I was training for Strong Woman then in 2022. The reason why I posted that though, I gave a bit of a row to a client yesterday. She's same age as me. She's had 2 children. She's not rehabilitated herself yet, and she tested a 1 rep max out for deadlift and bench press. Says, why are you ego lifting? She enjoys lifting heavy, which I get that, right? Look at that video. It's awesome lifting heavy. But you need to check the health of your pelvic floor. A lot of women who've had babies and then they go into training really heavy have prolapses. It's a really high percentage. I says, would it, like, I know it's fun and stuff, but would it have been fun if you'd have injured your back and you can't carry your kids around all day? So yeah, I don't think she was impressed with me yesterday, but like, she pays for my opinion, so my educated opinion, should I say. But I think she just thinks like I'm just like, I don't know, jealous or, but she not jealous. Just you shouldn't be lifting heavy because I don't know. So I posted that video to show her like I used to do it as well. She's not seen it yet though, because that's what made me think of it. But I said unless you're trying to train for a powerlifting competition, you know, you can get big muscles from higher rep ranges. It's muscle stimulus is muscle stimulus. As long as you go into failure or a couple of reps off it, and you're over the rep range of 5 reps and less than 30 reps, you're going to be building muscle and making sure it's progressive overload. You don't need to lift as heavy as possible. You risk outweigh the benefit, especially in someone like that who's had babies and not done the rehab yet. Well, morning, guys. 2, so 3, 4. Says don't go lower than 6. 5. But even with 6, you shouldn't be doing that just now. 7, 8. But she's a CrossFitter, so we know what they're like. They don't like to listen to. They just like to lift as heavy as possible, don't they? 6 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 10. I'll regret that next week, getting that PB. Resting, and we've got push-ups. Morning, guys. 39 minutes. Right, push-ups. So my PB on push-ups after all of this has been 10 reps. Nearly finished. 10 reps. Then we're going into lateral raises with a 4 kilogram. So I'll put the 8s away. But after I PB'd at the gym doing this session last week, it was on my stories, I was only able to get push-ups wise 7, 6 and 7, so 7 and 6. So I'm trying to get over 7 with all that volume. We're just resting in our breath fine. Happy Friday, guys. It's hard getting up this morning, but what kept me going was got to lie in tomorrow. Got to lie in, and it's my day off training as well. That's what got me up for my chest session. Oh, why are push-ups hard? Push-ups are always so hard. I remember banging out 22 full push-ups a few years back, and every single one was hard. And I was like, I don't even know how I got 22. Morning, guys. I do one arm dumbbell tricep extension for triceps. They feel tight, by the way. Somewhat lightweight and really controlled. That's good. But my triceps are underdeveloped. Do you not enjoy training your triceps? Do you like the ache that you get? Cables are good for triceps. But that's what has your arm feeling looking more toned, is your tricep. Thanks, guys. Push-ups. Over 7. I'm definitely procrastinating now. Over 7. Can you guys see my mat okay? Over 7. Oh, and I've noticed I'm very weak here, my lower to mid traps. So I've been working on that recently, this week. But only to over 7. Otherwise a puppy dies, guys. I'm going to go wide grip to use my chest more. But when I was getting high reps, I was doing them, my elbows tucked in. I am better at them ones, but I don't know, we might do half and half. Oh, I hate them so much because I'm so bad at them. 1, 2, 3, 6. Feels so alright there. 7, 8, 10. My legs were shaking more than anything. I cannot believe I got 10 there. The depth was alright as well. Might have shot myself, but I got the 10 reps. I'm going to mark that as a PB. Oh, I didn't get that last week. Morning, guys. I love you too. How are we doing this morning? Don't forget to vote on the poll. Make it a bit bigger. If you're wanting to achieve fat loss as quickly as possible, a priority, and anybody who's losing fat fast, priority has to be strength training. If you don't strength train, you're going to be losing muscle and fat. Fact. You need to give your body a reason to keep those muscles. If you don't use it, you lose it. Your body likes to conserve energy, and if you're in a harsh calorie deficit. So whatever you're doing, if you're on the Manjaro, you're not eating many calories, if you're fasting, if you've massively dropped your calories and you're dropping weight because of that, you're getting loads of activity, you must strength train, otherwise you're going to end up with an injury, you'll gain the weight, you'll be in a worse position as well. These people who are on the weight loss jab, losing all this weight, and then they come off the jab, because you've got to come off it at some point, because they've lost muscle as well, they're actually in a worse, unhealthier position than they were when they had a bit of muscle and extra fat. So that's why people are gaining it again. Right. Trying to get 8 or more reps. Oh no, sorry, 6 or more reps, because last week I got 6 reps. How are we doing, guys? So to lose fat quickly, you need to increase the steps, manage your calories, stop overeating altogether. Well, it's just going to be a lot harder to do. Whereas if you're wanting to be sustainable, nobody's ticked sustainable fat loss. But to make fat loss as easy as possible, you need to up the low calorie, high volume foods. So your fiber, your salads, your fruits, your veg. You need to live a massive amount of your diet on them. Okay, baby. Right, I need over 6 here. A PB would be 9. Okay, baby, 2 6. Six. It's a core exercise. 8. PB. I do not believe I was engaging my core correctly there. Right. I'm well happy with that, obviously. Lateral raise is next. Now, training my shoulders, like think about stimulate instead of annihilate all the time. If you're trying to build a muscle group, you want to be hitting it 2 to 3 times a week. So I'm trying to build my shoulders. Now I've got estrogen back. So I'm hitting my shoulders 3 times. It's got its own shoulder session. Then I'm hitting it a little bit here, in my chest session, and in my back session. 21 reps I got last time. I need to get lean. I'm at a stage where I'm not fat yet, I'm not lean. Struggling phase. There's still a layer of fat everywhere that I need to lose. You could increase your cardio. Like, studies show, right, once you've built that muscle, it's a lot easier to keep. So say if you've been strength training a while and you've been building muscle 45 minutes to an hour, you don't need the same amount to keep it. So you could drop to 30 minutes of strength training, just go close to failure, couple of sets on what you've been doing, supersets, whatever, few sets, and then the other 30 minutes cardio to increase energy expenditure. 1, 2, 4, chest proud, 5, 6, feeling the movement of the shoulder blades, 10, 11, 12, 15, burning, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21. Oh, only just made that. 21 reps. Then I need rest a few seconds and 18 reps on the next set. But yeah, what's your eating like, Carmuck? I'm gonna guess that your protein's alright. And your sleep and your hydration, right? The basics. I would start, like if you're not counting calories and you don't want to do it that way, I would start adding at least 1 salad a week to your food, like as a meal. Get good at making salads that you enjoy. So I started with a side salad, and then like with my jacket potato, I used to love that. And then I started on a Saturday for my lunch, I'd have fruit and like this nutty salad that had hummus with it. It's about 450 calories. Quinoa, and it's got loads of veg in it. And then your taste buds start to change if you're someone who doesn't enjoy salads, because I was a right salad dodger. And then that one salad became a couple of times a week. See it as a challenge. Think of it as well, every time you have a salad, you're kind of like saving calories. It's a massive step forward in your goals. You need 18 or more for lateral raises, if that makes sense. Last set, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to be late for work. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I feel my traps myself. 17, 18, 19, 20. A little bit too fast. That's why the traps were engaging. It's fine. It's because I'm in a rush. 20 reps. Let's count the PBs. So that was a how long session? Lasted 3 to 5 business days. 50 minutes now. That used to be 30 minutes, that session. I also want to lose it fast. I know I can get much leaner in like 3 weeks. Yeah, you can feel a lot leaner and look, but I just don't have the time and energy to do cardio. Drop your calories then. As long as you're strength training, drop your calories or up your steps. You got to choose. If you do them both, tweak them both, you get the faster results, lowering your calories and upping your steps. In those between 50, that's low calories. So you must have low steps then. Come up. A lot of people think they're on 1500 calories. Well, I wouldn't put a woman on that. Wait, you are a woman, aren't you? No, you're not. You're a guy. Yeah. That's because like, I used to think that you're female. But I wouldn't put women on 1500 calories. So a lot of people think they're on 1500 calories, but they're really not. They're not tracking what they're eating very well. And studies have shown this. People are really bad at tracking. So I'd up your calories 2,300 and track everything like sauces, cups of tea, coffee, sugar you're putting in these things, bites off any kids' plates. I'm sedentary, you always confused. I don't know why that is. I think maybe maybe I was talking to a woman when you first came on, so I paired you with them, something like that. I think it rings a bell. But anyway, I should know now. You sent me a video. 1, 2. Okay, 3, 4. Do you want some cereal? 5, 6, 7, 8 PBs. But up your calories because I guarantee you're not on 1500 calories. Oh, you said you're sedentary though, right? Okay, so I'd work on getting more steps in, and just like I'm tired when I get steps in. Last night I couldn't get more than 10k in, but my goal's 14. But just try and do better than what you already are. So if you're getting say 3,000 steps a day, aim for 5,000 per day every day this week. That's where you start to lean out. Right, guys, we'll love yous and leave yous. Have a wonderful Friday, and I hope to see you again soon. Sunday morning. Bye, like and subscribe.